Last time on Eorzea's Next Top Model. 5 girls went up against the beastmen of Eorzea, but Seer failed to impress and was sent home. Now only 4 models remain. Who will be Eorzea's next top model?
Wanna be on top?
Welcome back to another episode of Eorzea's Next Top Model. For round 5, we sent the models into the lost city of Amdapur. And fortunately, none of them succumbed to the poisonous gas that would surely kill them if they breathed it in. Let's see their best shots. Great job, models! Now we'll hear what both you and the judges have to say. Fruity Tooty, you're up first.
Cough. Cough. Rongi Pongi sent us into one of the most toxic places in the world for this photo shoot. I had put on my trusty hazmat suit, but poison went throughout my body. How could you do this to us, Rongi? In the name of a photo shoot? The judges better like it. Cough.
Fruity, you are so cute. The speckles, the whatever you might want to call it, they almost look like little mini stars. It's rather cute, but I like the little scared expression you have going on here. It wasn't one of my favorite shots, but I really have to give you kudos because one, you managed to go into a very dark, dingy place with strange chemicals all about you, and you were willing to do that in the name of modeling, so kudos to you for that, that's for sure. But the background does look rather nice where I can see it, and I do quite enjoy the expression on your face.
Oh god. Fruity Tooty!
Fruity Tooty!
I think my favorite thing about this, is the fact that she's wearing yellow, and it was biohazard, and I took that as, like, hazmat. I don't know, like, I don't think any of the other models had, like, crazy gear like that, but I just interpreted it that way. Whether it's that or not, I'm not entirely sure. I just kind of took with the gloves. So I like that. I really wish, I love your background, but I really wish, like, composition-wise, she was differently. She wasn't straight on. Right here, she's really in the middle, and I'm not really sure why she might be scared, other than the fact that there's a lot of little spongy thingies flying around in her air, and maybe she's suffocating. But, you know, she has this hazmat suit on, so I think she should be fine. So I think my big thing with this is I really like the background, I like the effect that's going on. I really wish she could have been framed, composition-wise, differently, and maybe not so head-on.
Yeah, I really have very little to add beyond that. I had exactly the same thought regarding the yellow. I think it was an excellent choice for it. Exactly what was said about the framing. I wish that there was a little bit of a different pose and that the framing was slightly different. I do like that she managed to really find a place where, given that the whole thing was, you know, you're supposed to avoid breathing in all the spores, that she managed to choose a location where it's obviously filled with them. Like the top of the image really gets that whole everything here is poisonous and going to kill you. You're wearing that mask for a reason. Yeah. I like the choice of background. I wish that the framing of it was ever so slightly different.
Though I am not center frame in this one, I like how it came out quite a lot. I feel that it conveys the disgusting desolation that is the Amdapur township. Oh, there's a flying mushroom.
I really like how you can just feel that the environment she's in is completely covered. You have a good depth of field, you have her in the foreground, and then you have the city completely in the background. You even have, like, this little floating mushroom thingy. I really like, too, that you get, like, while this is a game effect, she was able to capture, you really have the light from above, so you can not so much even depth of field on a horizontal level, but you can feel, like, vertically, this is a very large environment that she's going in to explore. It feels like a movie poster, honestly.
Mhm.
I really like that. And her outfit wise, I think she chose something really good to contrast with, and I think it all works really well together.
Yep, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, as you say, I'm pretty sure everyone voted this into the top for very, very good reason. It's a very dramatic shot. This looks like a promotional poster for Lost City of Amdivor, the movie. I love the positioning where you've got the floating weird boob mushroom that's over to the left there, which otherwise without that would have been just a massive amount of negative space, fills it and prevents it off balancing it. Again, it's just the pose that she has chosen is absolutely perfect for it.
That is my favorite pose of any model pose.
It's very much this. I almost feel as this is like Lalafell Creed type of thing, got the whole Assassin's Creed vibe to it. It's absolutely fantastic. I honestly can't think of anything that I would suggest to improve about it.
I have to agree with everything that everybody said here. Out of all the shots taken here, this one's my favorite. The background was done in such a wonderful way, where it doesn't take too much away from her, but still looks chaotic and desolate. The mushroom in the air is rather interesting to see. I'm really grateful that I didn't have to go to a dungeon like this during my modeling rounds. But she pulls it off very well, and honestly, the other shots just don't quite add up to it quite as well. But the outfit and everything, and the expression, it was a perfect pose.
I think it tells a really cool story too, because like she's on the side that she's on, there's still a lot of pollen and stuff, but on the left side there's that big cloud, and it just looks like she just got there. She's looking over. I'm about to go in here. It's really, really cool.
Raquel!
When I first saw the poetic skill for healers, I thought to myself, this looks super sci-fi medical, and I want to feature it in the biohazard shot. So I did, and I hope the judges love it.
Cool. Alright, speaking of excellent poses, one thing I really like about this is the fact that she is holding the mask over her face. It's really selling why you have the mask there. I particularly like it. I also like the fact that we've got that odd spore structure off to the left, which is just drooping, and really kind of sells the whole disgusting, toxic environment there. Although this is one of those situations where being dead center detracts from the shot. I do like the fact that, as opposed to a lot of people in this round, she went with a really bright color scheme for her outfit, which I think actually really works. She also went with a lighter environment here, which I think it adds this different feel to it from a lot of the other shots that I really like. And again, I really like the fact that she thought to be holding the mask over her face. I wish that this was, and I understand it's difficult to do it's more difficult to do this in a dungeon where you can't just stick a minion somewhere and target them to flip the camera around. But having the framing not be dead center would have really, really helped it. But other than that, I think it's a very, very strong shot and a solid contender.
I'm looking at this shot, and I'm kind of worried we might have poisoned or got some people sick from this particular dungeon. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if I end up modeling again, for one. She looks, honestly, it's too realistic. You don't know if she's just modeling or if she's actually quite concerned over what this could be doing to her lungs. I think it's a lovely shot. The background's very nice. It's really hard for me to judge these pictures because I would hate to go into a place like that, and I can see why this place has been abandoned and empty for so long. So kudos to all the models for taking the time to go out there.
To what Tyrone said, I think my big thing is just her being front and center. And I do know it's hard because you're in a dungeon, you don't have a lot of things to target. But I think that really would have helped the shot. The only thing I guess my other concern would be, not so much a concern, but I like the fact that she's in a lighter gear set because I think that offsets it. I just wish maybe there was more thought put into it because, I mean, at the time, that's the gear you would have had running into that, even the earrings and like stuff. So I think for gear-wise, while maybe she would have liked that, there could have been a better choice she could have chose to portray. You know, she's going into this dark place and lighter place. I do like the fact that it's light, but I think I would have been more interested to see it a little bit darker, because I think that the particles you would have picked up would have glowed a little bit more, like we would have seen in the others. But otherwise, I mean, I do like the shot. I love how the lighting is hitting her, and I really just wanted to see maybe her in a different angle where she's not dead center.
I think it'd be really cool if from where she's at, if she turned around, kind of like who did a back shot earlier? I think Sylvie did her Starry Night shot. How she's turned to the back, and if she was looking down this road towards that structure on the left, like it would be, and maybe even if she was looking back over her shoulder, kind of like panicking, like it would tell a stronger story. Like she's, again, like Midge's was, how she's on this side of the image where there's not that much pollen, but on the other side there is. It looks like she's about to be going in. Like I really like the image because it's so like deep, like you can see so far back. This is my favorite background of the group.
Sylvie!
It was so hard choosing a shot for this round. I went with this one because I like how I look like a scientist collecting samples in an unknown and dangerous place. At least that's what I was going for.
I really like the background on Sylvie's, especially because you have like I believe that's right where Diablos' tower is, correct, but it's like in the beginning of the level. I really like that. I like how that you have so much spore and like dust particles on that side, but as you get to like seeing that tower, it just opens up a lot more and it gives an extremely interesting background. I think this was actually my favorite background, like out of just background wise. I really like the spores going on. I actually don't mind her being in the center on this one, just because of the fact, you know, her head and her eye angle is totally looking to a different spot. So for me, that in this frame, that doesn't matter to me so much. I think I honestly would have chose a different piece of gear, but I do like the way it works. It's something interesting. It's not something that like is just that you would be running with normally in this dungeon. And it has some interesting particles on it. I definitely really like how the spores are on there, though. Maybe the pose is a little bit weak, in my opinion, but I really do love this background and how it ties together.
Yeah, I think regarding choice of outfit, I actually kind of like this one because it's got the potion strapped across the stomach there, which hey, that's good preparation bringing in something where you're going to get poisoned. So.
Tyrant's changed my mind.
I think that works. What I don't like about the outfit is the fact that the mask isn't coordinated with it. That kind of throws it off a little bit. If she'd have gone with at least some shade of blue on the mask, I think that would have really helped. I agree though with what you're saying about the framing of this not being so bad that it's in the middle, because she's looking off to the side to where it does kind of work. I do wish, though, as you said, that there was a bit of a different pose being used, because she looks very kind of thoughtful and pensive, like staring off at something off to the side. So I would have liked to see some kind of pose that really sells that. And I kind of wonder if she didn't do that because she wanted to get those potions in the shot and really kind of sell that that's why those were there. But yeah, just some kind of a different pose that looks more maybe thoughtful but doesn't block those off. I would have liked to see. Other than that, and again, I agree with the background. I think the framing of it is excellent. I love the big tower there. It's all around a very, very strong shot with just a few tweaks. It could have really, it would have really come to challenge Midge with just a few extra tweaks to really push it up to the next level. But it's definitely a very, very strong, solid base shot.
I have to agree. I mean, she honestly looks like some kind of Tomb Raider where she is prepared and she's fearless and that she is ready and that she's looking for something. So the background was clear, even though the weather is rather foggy there. It's very easy to see. She stands out in the shot quite well. I like the little light effects of the spores in front of her dress, actually. I think that looks really cute. And she looks like she belongs there. She looks like she's really thought about it before she went in, and I like the coloring to it too. It matches well with the colors of the actual dungeon itself, so it was really well done.
I love her outfit, dude. I think that is so cool, and the effects on her just... I love those 3 little spots on her arm, and I love the glow around her neck. It kind of looks like she's using magic, because this is a Final Fantasy game. She's kind of using magic to enhance the power of her mask. And like you said, she looks so well prepared.
During my round.
Say what?
I wish people would have thought about that during my round. It didn't do so well.
Thanks, everyone. Now I'll just add up the judges' scores. And the model in first place this week is... Midge!
Thank you. Tis the obvious choice.
Congratulations! Only 2 more names to call, and one of them is... Sylvie. Fruity Tooty? Raquel? That means you're this week's bottom 2, and only one of you can move on to the next round. And that model is... Fruity Tooty. You're still in the running to becoming Eorzea's next top model. Raquel, you're not quite out yet. Not for sure anyway, because now I'm bringing back the eliminated model with the most fan-favorite votes. Oh, ladies! The model with the most fan-favorite votes is... Raquel! You're still miraculously in the running to becoming Eorzea's next top model. Congratulations! Everyone else, it has been a pleasure working with you, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. See you all in game. Join us next week to see which of these 4 girls will be in our top 3.